Slavery is not always a bad thing, and in fact, can be a good thing depending mostly on how the slaves are treated. For example, a long time ago in Europe, there were several homeless people that would volunteer on their own free will to be slaves so they could get food and housing. A lot of these slaves were treated pretty well, especially if they did their tasks very well, which is similar to capitalism today. We are slaves to money, and, we're wage slaves. But if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have filtered water, we wouldn't have electricity, we wouldn't have the internet, we wouldn't have technological advances, we wouldn't have entertainment, comedy, and I can keep going on, but we wouldn't have those things, if it wasn't for slavery, which is capitalism in this case. For those that never had to work in their life and always had money handed to them, they're still slaves to money, because if it wasn't for that money, they would be homeless or dead, or they would have to get a job and, have to contribute to society, so they would be slaves to get that money. So, if we're not a slave to labor, we're a slave to money. In conclusion, slavery itself is good. It depends on how the slaves are treated that makes the difference.